Everyone, I don't know if you all know, but I became an actor out of fear of failure, to be exact. Every instinct in my body said, this is going to be impossible. But I pushed through that impossibility, and out of that space, HRX was born out of the journey from hopelessness to inspiration. That was the transformation. Born to inspire the people who now face impossible challenges in their lives like I did. But I sit on the producer's chair with HRX Films with a completely different feel. I sit solely and purely out of love. My irreplaceable, irrevocable, unconditional love for cinema. Here is where I truly feel the freedom, I truly feel the flight. And I could not have taken this flight if it was not for my brother Ishan Roshan, who truly is the wind beneath our wings and the force behind HRX Films. And thank you to the best partners ever. Here is where we begin at Prime Video. Thank you, Gaurav, thank you, Nikhil, thank you, Saira, thank you, Chetan, of course, Nicole, and the entire team at Prime Video. Thank you for believing in HRX Films, and let's do this. God bless. Thank you. There you are.
Wow, Ritik, sorry, I'm going to call you Ritik just because it's a formal function, but I always call you Du, but that might not be appropriate for today. Ritik, that was quite an entry. It really was. And thank you for actually entering the zone as a producer now. It truly actually warms my heart to see that happen.
Well, Karan, you have literally been the best producer I have worked with. Do you have any advice for a new producer like me?
So let's get some facts right. Okay, so you've grown up on film sets. You learned filmmaking from your illustrious grandfather, Mr. J. Prakash, and your father, Mr. Rakesh Roshan, who is one of the most prolific filmmakers, producers, and directors. And then you were in AD for many years before you launched yourself into the biggest big screen debut there ever was. I think you've been training all your life to join this producers club, actually.
That's a lot to live up. Thanks for reminding me. I feel the burden now.
No, you don't have to. You'll be amazing at everything you do. But on a serious note, the first order of business as producer, why don't you please introduce all of us to the title?
Absolutely, with pleasure. So, as we all know, every transformation begins with a storm. Every new role begins with a storm, and that's where HRX Films also begins. I very proudly present to you our first venture with Prime Video, Storm. Can we have the sizzle, please?
Tonight, please welcome Ishan Roshan, director Ajit Pal Singh, and the cast Parvathy, Thiruvothu, Alaya, Srishti Shrivastava, Rrama Sharma, and Saba Azad. To the team first before we get the photographs. We're really excited about Storm. It's a crime thriller with such a talented cast. It's helmed by an amazing team over here. We couldn't be any more excited about the series that you guys are producing. Thank you so much.
I have a question actually. I really want to ask Ishan this question. So how do you and Ritik settle any differences, and trust me, there may be and there will be, opinion on scripts that you like to make? How does that process work?
So frankly, Karan, I'll speak the truth. It is very difficult to get a chance to like a story.
So, he approaches the stories that he wants to produce with the same passion that he chooses them for his acting. So if I really like a story and I connect with it and I take it to him and he connects with it as well, then it's all good. We go ahead. But if he doesn't connect with it, then I have to respect that decision and I take it back. But then I keep that story with me for a few days, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months. But if it's still bothering me and it's still haunting me, the story, then I take it back to him and I present it to him in a very different way. And then again we sit on it and we have our discussion and see the merits, demerits, how much work is required, what is it that we have to work on. And then sometimes he says yes.
But inadvertently, Ishan, I think you struck upon the Hrithik Roshan process yourself, because I think that's what he does with his own films. He says no, then it festers, then he'll call back, and then many a time it's happened that he's done that film after a gap of many months of thought and marinating, right? So I think this is a little bit of a trick you're playing with him.
Yeah, no. It's just passion. I think sometimes he sees the passion in the person who's presenting and the person who's pursuing it.
Right.
And then I think sometimes he goes with that passion.
Oh, fantastic. By the way, I have to say this, that looked absolutely fantastic. So congratulations to all of you. It looked amazing. I want to watch this ASAP. I can't wait for it to drop. Before we go ahead, we'd love to have Gaurav Gandhi and Nicole back on stage for a photo. Nikhil, we would like you to join the team as well, please.